Hello, people, and welcome to follow yet another Carcassonne Champions League stage match. This is a match between Ruben Kocsis-Bakti of Hungary and Mikhail Zolotukhin of RCP. Mikhail, who he's gotta be one of the most active Carcassonne players out there because the guy has more than 26,000 games under his belt and very nearly 20,000 wins. Like, I do not know, maybe even any players, or maybe one, who has more than that. And this man has been around ever since like 2016, 17. And against his rival today, against Ruben, they have a game history ever since 2018, which is around the time that Ruben started playing on BGA in the first place. Now, Michael currently is rated at above 650, with his peak being at over 800 in a couple occasions, and Ruben currently rated at 580 with 6,000 games of experience. Almost 4,000 of those are wins, and with a peak of about 700 just above. I believe he has crossed that only one time, but he is a very active member, especially for the especially when it comes to the Ukrainians. He's constantly in the mix of the national team members or players, shall I say? Now, as for the current ranks, let's say, let's take a quick look at those for both of these players. So, um, which league are they in? There's Mikhail. Whoops. Well, you can check his profile right here. 26,800 games, from which 19,700 wins. Um, so one win for Mikhail at the moment against Matej Tabak, and then for Ruben, one loss for the moment, with Taxi being able to take the win on the first week. So seriously looking for a win today, but it is not against just any opponent. I am expecting for Mikhail to be a rather large underdog. Underdog, boy. Overdog. Uh, rather having the upper hand against mosopal. That's what I was supposed to say. Um, so Ruben definitely has a big, big road to climb. This is a best of three, of course, as all the league stage matches are. And let it be reminded to you all that the system is going to reward the top four of both the Earth League and the Space League with a seat in the round of 16 in the playoffs. And if you end up somewhere in the ballpark of a final place of 5 to 12 in the league stage, then you are gonna get into the playoffs, but you have to play an extra round on the round of 24. Well, basically the round of 24, equivalent to that, for your tickets, let's say, to the round of 16. And on our way we are with Mikhail being the starting player, starts off with the quad city, and not the juiciest of tiles, but you take what you can. And really only one move that I would do here, just going over here, starting a new city. Starting a new city, or over here, starting a new city. It's not really worth of just continuing your own feature here. Rather just take your, second features and well, actually, I didn't think of this, but this suits super well because it forces a city plus field tile to be played by Ruben onto the city of Mikhail. Well, yeah, this is first of all something that I haven't actually um, developed among the years as well. Like I don't really think of forced tiles all that much, but especially in cases like these, boy, should I do that. Mikhail closes the city on the left side, and actually, like kind of rather counterintuitively so, but I do get his intention, and I think it is actually better than what I was initially expecting for him to do. So the reason why he goes on the left here and not on the right is because if he goes on the right, then sure he covers up the more vulnerable square, but he will then allow a possibility for Ruben to go over here with especially this tile that he had in hand, and to first of all equalize the city, and also there possibly even get a Dorito and a triple city, and even lose this entire thing in just 3 tiles. Two points for Mikhail, at the same time doing the same unfortunate stuff for the city of Ruben as Ruben has made for the city of Mikhail, so restricting the city to a dagger. Still 3 of those in the deck, and looks like we are gonna be seeing the block coming up. I would be super surprised if it doesn't go to that, and a counter block as well, though slightly better position here for Mikhail, as he is winning the mini battle over here by 5 points to 1, and Ruben has a restricted meeple over here with a 1-point city, and Mikhail also has a 1-point city, but it is not restricted. Instead has a 4-point road, which is possible to be completed with any curvy tile. Also, I am very surprised that Ruben even took this 4-point road here, given that he had the option to just, I don't know, go here for 2 points, or rather maybe go here for 2 points and create the vulnerable square, or create the harassing square for the city of Mikhail, but then allowed this 3-point road to be claimed by Mikhail instead. A bit of an unnecessary point loss, and well, let's say a point giveaway from Ruben, but it's only 3 points and it's the beginning of the game, so it's not that bad. It's just an inaccuracy. In the meanwhile, we have seen how heavily Ruben has tried to like kind of drive this city into a block with several tiles, but Mikhail has refused to go there, and therefore Ruben has been forced to attack with in a successful manner, and also restricts this square into a city plus road tile so that a divider can never be placed over here. Mikhail starts a city at the at the top, trying to go into a mini battle, I guess, with the road, trying to limit it to a starting tile, assumably, and then have this awkward road for blue, but have a growable, enlargeable feature for Mikhail himself. And to which Mikhail now, to which Ruben now needs to respond, which he can do in a couple of ways. He can either just simply start another city, maybe over here, or he could actually go over here and people the city cap right here, trying to threaten the full block of the square, or maybe if he gets a like something like a road Dorito, then he could even guide the city towards the left and try to overrun this city. There would of course be some issues with, for example, like a cow going over here, being able to, like self-block this square by Mikhail, but also make sure that these cities would be almost almost always killed as well. The second divider is drawn by Ruben and he finishes the city, starts a new one. Standard stuff. And why don't we go over here as Ruben? Or do we? Do we want to, like, how bad do we want to save this city, save this road? Apparently not that bad. Though this is painful, though. This is painful, yeah. Um, so this city is essentially dead, though there's still at least a theoretical possibility to complete that. To which Ruben says that he is actually going to try, and I certainly would encourage him to do so. Still one starting tile to go here. We have multiple road Doritos, then we have another Dorito here and a city cap. So I mean it's like, only 4 tiles away from completion, but it would be a very high impact, or at least a very high threat, if anything else. Whoa. Okay, well, it's a thing. Yeah, it's certainly a thing. So I mean, Mikhail goes for the attack that I suggested Ruben to do earlier, but he does get restricted into a dagger, well, into the 2 remaining daggers. So actually not that bad, I guess. We have a couple of these 6-point roads nicely available for Ruben if he wants one, and I imagine he will. Going over here. Or could even build a road over here, I guess, as well, but this is just better in every way, though doesn't decide to do that. I guess he wants to try and block these monasteries, which he could do with this tile, restricting both of the monasteries to the one and only remaining starting tile. And he does. Even takes the road, which I think is unnecessary, because there were 2 4-point roads available. And with any road end, like Mikhail is just like always gonna take this road first anyways. Important moment. Does Mikhail get to save the city? And he does not. He does not get a saving tile, and he does get blocked with the city, which is now worth 7 points for 1 extra meeple. Not that much, and he's also behind on the scoreboard. Basically every single one of his features is either blocked or retrievable in a very difficult manner, because he needs city plus road tile over here, over here, over here, and over here, and they are all like city plus road, like city caps especially, that he needs. Now there are those still available. Actually, there are still all three daggers to go here, and even a city crossroad, and then a dagger over here, or daggers over here, and the starting tile over here. So he needs like different kinds of city caps, which is great for Mikhail. So basically, all of these features are still live, but for the moment he's going to be fighting with a meeple minority. Meanwhile, Ruben is just going to, I guess, go over here and just enlarging the field to 6 points, creating the evil hamster spot for a 9-point monastery, or do this. Yep, sure, I can understand that. Why not? Gets the first of the two remaining left-hand sided daggers, whilst Mikhail is gonna make a semi-save, although this save does mean that this monastery at least is guaranteed to not ever be completed, because this square requires a starting tile, and then in order for a starting tile to go here, then a starting tile would also be the tile that this square gets restricted into, and there just aren't two starting tiles remaining. So how many blocking tiles does Ruben actually have? There are no field triple cities. There are, well, there's one field Dorito. There are no dividers. And are there vanillas? There's one, there's two, there's three. So there's three blocking tiles to go into this square versus one tile to go here. So 3-on-1, still rather decent chances for Ruben to finish the block. And just adds a city cap to his field, which is nice. This restriction, I mean, it's certainly a restriction, but there are still 3 tiles to go here, and I imagine that Ruben will just simply go over here and add a second city cap to his field. I really don't see what else he would be doing, and also by getting this dagger, then there's now also there's one dagger to go over here, one dagger to go over here, and one city crossroad to go over here. So this city is still completable somehow, some way, but it's going to require very specific tiles. And this block of the meeples is going to be finalized. Now Mikhail does get a meeple back, just gets his hands on a dagger, and now there are no longer right-hand sided daggers remaining. However, what there is still this road monastery. Wait, there was dagger remaining. Oh yeah, of course. So now there are no longer right-hand sided daggers remaining, which means that I mean, probably just 5 points are what Mikhail is gonna take over here. An alternative decision is to go maybe over here, but it's not very strong, because it then makes available a city cap with a field over here and a city cap with the road over here. So yeah, these 5 points are just nice and great for Mikhail. And the road monastery gets drawn, and it is in the hand of blue, getting a 12-point move made. Mikhail doesn't even care about the city, of course, anymore because this square is no longer valid. Nothing fits there any longer. So just takes the 2 points, and let's see the point situation now. So +6 for Ruben, +7, +10, +11, +14, and 1, 2, 3, 4, +14, +26, +22, 20, 18, 13, 6, -2, -10. Yeah, -10 actually. Wow. That is that's a lot. That's a lot. -10. Gets a meeple back, sure. But Mikhail just keeps scoring and scoring. So -10, -14 now with one extra meeple, which uses for 6-point ruin. And Mikhail assumably just gonna be going over here and continuing the experimental of get all the points you can and get everything you own. Now there is still the starting tile in the deck, so might actually want to even go here maybe. Sorry, over here. And what's the other tile in the deck? I have no idea. Welcome, Ducknick. Okay, so starting tile, and I don't really think it matters what Mikhail does here. If he just takes points, I think he'll be fine. Even with the starting tile, which is what Ruben gets, I don't think these are going to be enough points for him to win. Mikhail is going to be getting, the 5-point ruin over here. So yeah, even with this 11-point finish for Ruben, I believe it is sadly not enough, despite all the blocking that he was able to do on the features of blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meeples of Mikhail. Still, unfortunately, not enough to. Yeah, still unfortunately not enough for him on the scoreboard, I believe, to take this one down. 12 here and another 6 here, so still 6 points short, and Mikhail manages to get just enough scoring for himself to be to handle his meeple disadvantage for basically for the entirety of the game, I guess, and be just fine. 1-0 in favor of the RCP. Second game, and yeah, this seems to be being played with a normal time mode with slow time format. So the starting player is going to be alternating, and it's going to be suiting fine for Ruben. Gets a monastery, gets the first road end of the game, and starts a road next to his monastery. Mikhail simply gets, well, first of all, Mikhail gets the first 4 points, and is going to get some more points for this road end. And from the city cap, I mean, just 10-0 at the moment. I like just wonderful tiles for Mikhail at the moment. Probably going over here. I would have imagined. I mean, sure, I guess. Okay, yeah. So the city cap is restricted, and I am smelling a huge field fight. I'm smelling a massive field fight in this one. I mean, could have very well just gone for a farmer right here, right now. Do we go over here? Yes, we do. We drop the first farmer of the game, and now the big field is there. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. Now 5 cities, and probably dropping another farmer. Yep, there it is, and that is the direction of the game that we are going to be heading. We are going to be going into a field fight with Mikhail being up on the scoreboard by 14 points, first of all, trying to block these monasteries to either to a starting tile or to a dagger. Do you go even for a third? Oh my god, he goes for a third. My lordy, lordy, lord. He goes even for a third monastery. This is gonna be exciting. Oh, come on! What is that? Not even going for a semi-block, for a semi-save here. Why? Oh boy, no. This is not a good idea. This is just not a good idea for Ruben. Like, first of all, he completely ignores the monasteries that he had, so doesn't even try to go for a semi-save. And now that his monasteries have gotten blocked, he is enlarging the field. And I don't think he quite realizes that this field is going to be in most cases lost for him, because now he doesn't have the uh, majority or even equality in his meeples. Like, he is losing on meeples by 2 when there's 40 tiles remaining in the game, with 5-1 meeples on Mikhail's hand. Mikhail is gonna go absolutely relentless on his farmers with this field, and this is just not gonna be a good day for Ruben. Like, unless he gets these meeples blocked over here, it's just like not gonna be a good day for Ruben. And with this tile, the connection now has been made impossible to block. So yeah, just even foregoes the 4 points for the city and just drops a third farmer. Like, this is, man, this is gonna be brutal for Ruben. Wow. And now that he has a meeple on the road, he can't even score for the city caps. Well, he can do this. He can, I guess, create even another monastery spot. There are still 2 monasteries remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4 crossroads in the deck. Gets the meeple back, and also manages to do that with a dagger. So there was, well, momentarily there was hope of maybe even trying to block this square into a dagger, because there was only 1 of those remaining, but that hope is swiftly lost as the connection does come. Now the field is equal. Now the field is equal, and the third meeple from Mikhail is coming down, and he's, still ahead on the scoreboard by more than 20 points. Like, his position is just amazing. What do you even do if you're Ruben? Maybe we go here without a meeple, or that without a meeple. Sure, works also. Unfortunately, well, I mean, like in theory it works. From the practical standpoint, it makes things so much worse when we well, after we see Mikhail's next tile, which is just taking these 12 points for himself, and the whole deepens even further. Now we have to take just like an amazingly large risks for the entirety of the game. Like first of all, I think not like even doing this is just not gonna be even a possibility for us. Like we can't use tiles for blocking at this stage. Like we're just gonna go do stuff like this. Yep, and that's gonna be, well, first of all, a successful connection. So now we are losing the field with 3-2, and 20 tiles, minus 30 on the scoreboard. Boy, this is smelling like a slaughterhouse. Yeah, Mikhail doesn't even care about finishing the city, which is kind of absurd. Like, he's so far ahead. Ruben finally gets a second meeple to go into his hand. And where do we use that? Can someone tell? We probably have to go for a field attack like immediately also. So we could go do this, I guess, a ninja farmer or something. But it's so bad with it. There are still like 2 daggers remaining. Two crossroads remaining. Oh, this is good. This is good. Yeah, this is good. So we are. Oh my god! And Mikhail immediately gets the road monastery for himself. Yeah, I mean, like, what are you supposed to do if you're Ruben? Like, after these monasteries getting blocked, and after unsuccessfully being able to block this, like these field attacks from the bottom, like there is just nothing at all that you can do. Kraft is saying I would rage quit after seeing Mikhail's Road Monastery. Well, fortunately, Ruben is playing it out like a true gentleman, and still trying to, do his best. Mikhail even goes for the insurance farmer just so that because there was still one city crossroad remaining into this spot, that there is now no possibility for Ruben to find a way for his third farmer to the field without also Mikhail getting to that same field, and even the dagger is drawn by Mikhail, who for some reason doesn't even like take this city out. Still, he just takes the 1 point of the monastery, and yeah, I mean it's just about like just the final shenanigan stuff for Mikhail, or maybe he calculated that there were like so many city caps remaining in the deck that like he can just do this and finish the city off with another city cap, but like this, like this has to be one of the worst, like, yeah, like one of the worst. Oh my God. One of the worst outcomes that we've seen so far in the league stage. Mikhail even goes for a 3-point road, not a 4-point road. Takes off 3 points from himself, actually, um, and leaves these 8-point road or 7-point roads, whatever. Yeah, Ruben not even able. Well, actually, he was able to take 2 points with this triple city, but he just ignored the and the just took the ruin instead. Yeah, I mean not much there to say for Mikhail. Yeah, sorry for all this luck. This pretty much sums up the second game right here very well. I mean, look at this field. It's like 30 points. Yeah, 30 points. 118 121 to 59. Uh, about the expected result that I was foreseeing immediately after the monasteries getting blocked, and despite that, Ruben still going for the expansion of the field, taking a 3 point road instead of 4 points with the exact same tile placement. What a guy! Yeah. Well, to be honest, I mean, Ruben could have had like a totally, like a playable position had he just like not started to go like absolutely overly ham on this field and just focus on making just new city caps onto his field without expanding the field by too much, without giving like too many options for Mikhail to attack this field. But decided otherwise, paid the ultimate price and lost by 1,000 points. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not sure if Ruben was like tilting or something when he got blocked with the monasteries, but like even if he didn't, like it's just not a good move. Like actually it's not really a good move in either position. If you are ahead or if you are behind, you really don't want to create extra attacking platforms to the field when there is only one available and the field is already worth 15 points, and it could be even more easily. Yeah, I think that the field play just wasn't even like luck all that much. It was just like carelessness by Ruben, but certainly the timing of basically all tiles that Mikhail drew were just like spectacular for him. Like this Dorito, the monastery, just as Ruben had set up the other monastery. Even the dagger, like just to put all the nails in the coffin, the curves, like everything that Mikhail needed, it just was there. It just was there. There was really nothing to do in this game for Ruben. And so it happens that Mikhail is now going to be 2 wins out of 2 matches, and counter-wise, Ruben is going to be 2 losses out of 2 matches, and his remaining path on this in this league stage is going to be looking very difficult. So let's see here. Where's he at? Over here. So the future matches for Ruben gonna be against Chris Couches, against Portgard, and against King at 45, who I believe is Yilu. Um, if I don't recall wrong, then King Dead is exactly the player who won, who repped Australia in the World Championships in 2025, and who I had the pleasure to meet as well. Now then, for Mikhail, his future opponents are actually largely the same as for Ruben. So against Portgard and against Chris Couches, and then against Matias Conti of Argentina. And honestly, I would say that Mikhail is going to be the favorite in all of his future matches. Um, to be honest, I think he has been the favorite already in both of his matches, like thus far, and yeah, I could easily see him getting 5-0 in this league stage for himself and to finish in the top four, if not even, maybe not, maybe even in the top one. Who knows? Winning the field would not have been enough even. Yeah, you'd be correct. Even a 60 point add-on to Ruben would not have been enough. That's quite staggering. So even if we double the points of Ruben, it would not have been enough. That's brutal. Also, this match only took like half an hour. So this goes well. So far, it's definitely the shortest match that we have that well I have seen and I have featured for the season. But if I at some point happen to stream Erwin Gall, we might even go under that. But other than I mean other than featuring Erwin, it might be quite difficult. Future matches we do have set up for today. For today. So we have first of all we have three matches that are taking place at the same time. So we have Fabian Mouton versus Esteban Obregon, covered by Utsematse. Then we have Matias Conti versus Kroikl, who I'm pretty sure I know the real name, but I cannot remember it right now. And then we have Stefanakis versus Goran Hladek of Croatia, which will be covered by myself, starting of course at the same time as the others, starting at 1800 UTC. So in about um, yeah, in about 1.5 hours, then we are gonna be hopping back into action. And meanwhile, you all can take a moment to digest um, this win. Either if you are an RCP fan or a Hungarian fan, then digest it in different ways. But that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for tuning in all the way until the end. If you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing, by liking the stream, or by leaving a comment down in the comment section if you are watching this stream afterwards. I'll be seeing you very soon with some more Carcassonne Champions League matches. Bye for now.